Here we go. Using project, we will extract the quarter using the same recipe as before. The year part is trivial, using the $year function on the value of field date. The sale total needs a bit more math, but that is easily done with the multiply operator. Multiply the product price by the product quantity. The price and quantity in the original documents are in a subdocuments of the field named product. So the value of field expression here accesses these fields as product.price and product.quantity. The ID is irrelevant, so we'll just trim it. No need for extra bytes hogging memory. Let's run this stage, and voila, we get documents with year, quarter, and sales total field only. This was the first pipeline stage. Next, we'll do the grouping. Every group needs an ID. A compound key would work nicely here. I'm creating an object with both the year and the quarter as the group key. For each year-quarter combination, there will be one group. I'm doing this since I plan on using the year and quarter components again separately in a later stage. For extra giggles, I'll collect two facts: the total sales for the quarter and the average sale total. This is of interest to my accountant who tracks numbers like that. It can help us understand purchase habits of our customers. Let's aggregate with these two steps we saw so far. Here we go. For each year quarter, we have the total and average. The final result that my spec calls for is a hierarchy. Quarters at the top level, drill down to each year in order. To get that going, I'll aggregate again by quarter alone. But first, I'll want to sort the intermediary results so that the years get added to the quarter grouping in ascending sort order. Pretty trivial. We'll add a sort stage and just do sort by year. The year is buried in the grouping key field ID, so we address it with dot notation. ID.y. Y is the year here. Here we go. Now run all three stages, and we have the documents in the right order. Sweet. 213 comes after 212, ascending by year just like we specified. Okay. Now, the last group stage to create the hierarchy. First thing, the grouping key. Just the quarter this time. ID has the year and the quarter intact, because sort didn't change that field, it only sorted on the year. So to get the quarter, ID.q. Now for the data aggregation. We'll just push each quarter year data into a years array. Because of how I created this pipeline, I know each year-quarter pair is unique. This is because we grouped on that pair as a key, and the group operator produces distinct IDs. So I can use the push operator rather than add to set. Add to set costs more at runtime since it has to enforce uniqueness within the array it produces. Push just adds the values in as they come along. To make things more interesting, we'll create an object for each year, which includes the quarterly data from the previous stage. This data was aggregated with respect to the quarter and that year, so it's appropriate to place it in this object. Finally, I'll also throw in a total across all years for that quarter. This is with respect to the quarters across all years, so it better be placed at the flat grouping level. I'm grouping by quarters here. I'll name it total Y. Sounds like totally, but is much shorter than typing total of quarters across all years. Let's verify this does what I want. Run it. Perfect. We have a document for each quarter. In each one, there's an array with the information on that quarter across the years. The items in the arrays are sorted by year. Hierarchy done. One more tiny detail. I don't like the ID field name in the report, but group is rigid like that. It won't let you name the ID field anything else. The grouping key in group must be named ID. So we'll add a project stage for cosmetics here only. I'll suppress the output of the ID field and pull the value of that ID, which I do want, into a field named quarter. The other two fields I want, so I'll project them too. Now run this. Here we are. Final output, just like the boss wanted.